Hi, welcome back to my channel. This book review is for A Perfect Stranger by Shalini Boland. Now, before I tell you about this book, I am just going to give you an idea how many of her books I have read. And I see 5 on this page on Goodreads. And I'm going to tell you why I'm telling you this. Bear with me because I've got my laptop. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. At least 5, probably more, but I'm not going to waste your time while I look that up. The reason I was looking that up is because I wanted to say something. I can easily see Shalini Boland becoming a New York Times bestselling author. I can see it. And hopefully I'll be there for it because I plan on reading every single book that I can get my hands on. And generally her books are produced by Bookouture, but I have a suspicion that she might be also writing for another publisher, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about this book, A Perfect Stranger, which by now I would have put up a screenshot. We have 2 marriages, so therefore we have 2 points of view. One of our marriages involves Danielle Baines, and she's married to Aiden, okay? And then we have, what's the other character? We have Emily, who's married to Aiden, and we have Danielle, who's married to Marcus. Okay, sorry about that. Me and names, I always do that with names. Now, they're 2 different couples completely. As far as Emily and Aiden are concerned, they have a young son named Josh. He's a salesman at an auto company, and she's now pregnant with her 2nd child. So at the very beginning, they begin to wonder how they're going to make ends meet, especially when Emily goes on maternity leave. In fact, they even float around with the idea that maybe Aiden could be a house husband, if I'm not mistaken, because I read my books back to back to back to back to back. Anyway, just as they're getting used to the idea that they're going to have child number 2, Aiden has a bombshell that he drops on Emily. We have to move. We have to move now. And we have to change our names. By the way, did I say we have to do it right now? So what is going on with Aiden that he's going to take his pregnant wife and young son and move and take on new identities? Then you have the other couple, Danny or Danielle, but it's Danny and Marcus. Now, we're getting the POVs from the wives, from Emily and from Danny. Now, Danny's married to Marcus. He owns the car dealership where Aiden works. In fact, she's living a fabulous life. She's got it all. But something is missing in her relationship because Marcus begins acting a little bit suspicious. Well, Danny doesn't let sleeping dogs lie because she's going to find out why her husband is acting the way he's acting. So that's your setup. One couple whose spouse says we gotta go, and another couple who seems to have it all, but the wife starts being very curious about the activities of the husband. Now, this is a psychological thriller by Shalini Boland, and if I'm not mistaken, all of her books are, at least most of her books are psychological thrillers. So what is the situation that creates the panic for Aiden I'm doing this with the names again. What is the panic for Aiden when it comes to they gotta go? And what is going on with Marcus? And one more question. You're reading Emily's point of view and you're reading Danny's point of view. Is there any more of a connection than the fact that Emily and Danny might be connected beyond the fact that their work situation with their husbands? Well, that's what you have to get to the bottom of when you read this book by Shalini Boland. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit prejudiced when it comes to certain authors, and it basically what I mean by that is when I'm on the Bookouture group and a book comes up for a blog tour and I see a certain name, it's yes. I don't even read the blurb. I don't actually look at the blurb until I'm incorporating the blurb in my review that I'm writing. So I pulled up Shalini Boland on Goodreads again because I'm just curious. It looks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7. I've read about 7 of her books, and guess what? They all but one got 5 stars. It looks like I gave One of Us Is Lying 4 stars. And that's why I go back to that original statement I made at the beginning of this review, is that I can see this author becoming a New York Times bestselling author. And a lot, if not all of her books are on Audible. So if you like a good psychological thriller and you want to listen to the story, you can do that. If you want to read this book, I'm going to tell you really quickly if it's available on Kindle Unlimited, because I've been trying to let you guys know that. I'm forgetting the name of the book. A Perfect Stranger, because I closed Goodreads. There's a lot of titles under A Perfect Stranger, so I have to type in her full name. And I know that this video is going long, but yeah, there's 3 narrators. You have Allison Campbell, Tamsin Kennard, and Clarence Soward. Those are your narrators. So, but regarding your acquisition of this book, if you get the release that's coming out July, and I'm going to put this video up now since this is available on Audible. This becomes available on Kindle Unlimited as of July 11th. So I wanted to check that because I think it's like, and I don't work for Amazon, but for like $9.99, you get all of these amazing Audible titles. Probably 85% of what I recommend on this channel from this Bookouture, I said Audible, from Bookouture, the publisher of this book, it's on KU, Kindle Unlimited. So check out this book if you like a good psychological thriller that makes you look at these characters and you want to strangle them. You really do. But I have to say one more thing. One more thing. Yes, I'm getting closer to the camera. Read this book to the very end, because the twists and turns as they happen throughout the book, they carry all the way through. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.